China.
Let's see how well this works on in a three-way.
That's what she said. I've noticed the only way to make a "that's what she said" joke is to pull a Michael Scott and just do it super exaggerated. You can't doing just "duh, that's what she said." That's not funny. But if you
it's not. It's all in delivery.
Yeah,
it's all
exactly. In delivery. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
You're killing me. You're absolutely killing me.
That's
okay,
what she said.
Shall we get this show on the road?
Sure thing.
Alright. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Glad you could join us. We're glad that you're listening. I'm Dean.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Ricky.
Wasn't sure how the introductions were gonna pan out, so whatever. At least we have something.
Ricky's the wacky one. It's Dean and Mike and Ricky!
Dean's the one that's there. Mike speaks softly with a velvet tone. And Ricky.
Mike's the brain. Mike, I'm the brains. Dean, I'm the tough guy. And Ricky's the silly one.
Ricky's the mascot.
Yeah, you need a catchphrase like cowabunga or something.
Bodacious!
Did either of you check out BoJack Horseman?
I have seen that before.
I've been told
the TV show that got him famous, they had a couple of kids on there. One of them actually had a catchphrase that people resonated with, and the one, coincidentally enough, Ricky, the one with red hair, tried to force his own catchphrase, and no one thought it was funny. Just she said, "That's too much, man!" Everyone cheered in the audience, and then he said, "Yowza babowza!" and nothing.
Ricky no likey. That's from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. You know what I want to see? I want to see a show that has a different catchphrase every episode. They do not reuse one. Just completely obliterating the meaning of a catchphrase.
And by the 7th season, it's just spoon!
Oh,
paperweight!
What's the catchphrase on Rick and Morty? What does he say?
He says "wubba lubba dub dub," but
yeah, that's it. That's
there was that montage episode where he's just you say a lot of weird catchphrases, and one of them was just straight up AIDS.
What was that? It's my catchphrase. Me, Alf. That's gung 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 gung.
That would have been a way different show if that was his actual thing.
If he didn't talk, he was like every other Pokemon, and he wasn't Meowth, he was gung 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 gung. Sounds like an NRA Pokemon, but
yeah, well, give it time. Give it time. They made a Pokemon out of a keychain, so
no. Wait,
Dean,
wait,
you
what?
had a really fun. Wait, what?
They did. I'm not kidding about this.
Well, Dean, you had a really fun article about every Pokemon that represents the 50 states, and it was fun because it was also some of the newer Pokemon, and I think the garbage state was the garbage Pokemon was New York.
Yep. Literally that.
What was New Jersey then?
Oh god, I don't remember at all. I'm sure it's not important. New Jersey's not terribly bad. You know what? I'm saying this even after I just defended New Jersey. I was just talking with some people on that game we play, Mike, and
ooh.
yeah, and one of them's from New Jersey, and I'm like, you know what? I actually have friends and family there. It's not a bad place to live. It gets a bad rap.
Yeah, no, it's
here I am saying, it doesn't matter what
just
New Jersey was.
Yeah, no, New Jersey's got a lot of nice areas.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's habitable. It's nice. It's not this toxic waste dump we've been, promoting it as for the past I don't know how many years.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, now that I think about it, Did we officially give the Statue of Liberty to New Jersey? Like,
yeah.
Do we hate them for that?
I don't know, but you know what? Everything important, like Ellis Island. What is it? No. Oh, the Statue of Liberty. No, that's still important. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking about. Wasn't it Ellis Island or something? Didn't we give them Ellis Island, or was it the Statue of Liberty? It was the Statue of Liberty.
I'm pretty sure it was the Statue of Liberty. Otherwise, like, we would have kept using it on our license plates, right?
No, we have to have the Statue of Liberty.
I don't know. It's on all New York, like.
It's on
every
all
bit
of memorabilia.
Yeah, if you go to Manhattan, like
I pass by this New York souvenir shop on my way to work like every day, and in the front of the display is just like a 200 Lady Liberties. Some of them like ranging like human sized, and I'm like, if that's not ours. I don't want to be the one to deliver him the bad news. But that's just me. Did you find anything out, Ricky?
Well, I'm in the middle of like trying to do something, unfortunately. Something like just came up. But don't worry, I'm good.
All right. I thought you were like looking it up.
I see that New Jersey and New York agreed to rights on a water channel near Staten Island, and because they agreed to like split the river, it's saying that.
Like Moses?
No, they split ownership of the river, so like New York owned half and New Jersey owned the other side. And this caused Ellis Island to be in New Jersey's half, but owned by New York. And later, blah blah blah, there was some court decision so that it remains under the jurisdiction of New York, but any land reclaimed from waters after that point is under the jurisdiction of New Jersey.
So we could potentially go to war with them.
But yeah, basically. I mean, I don't know.
It's possible.
It's Ellis Island, though. I feel like all of like the crazy stuff with Ellis Island and like the waves of immigrants was in the
they
kind of like
with New York.
Like it's not such a huge deal anymore. I don't think. I don't know.
No, well, not as much. No.
What does Jersey even have though? Then, oh, that's the beach, I guess.
What? Way to bring up the elephant in the room. We have everything else.
They have the Jersey Devils hockey
Johnny
team.
got presents for Christmas. Where's mine?
I mean, think about it. Is there anything in the Northeast that's good besides New York City?
Incoming hate mail from Bostonians.
Yeah, Boston's.
Hey!
Yeah, Boston's kind of cool.
Yeah, no,
hey,
I've been
yo,
there
Rick,
once.
you forgot about remember your roots, Rick.
Like,
yeah, Emerson boy over here.
Yeah, we went to Emerson College. Don't you remember us? Wasn't that good enough? Your higher education? How's that for a landmark?
Do people actually talk there? Please tell me they did.
They're rare, but you do find them, and it's like
if they're rare enough, do people just kind of like stop and say, "Oh God, can you say more words for us?" Like they get like a small little crowd wherever they go.
During my freshman orientation, everybody was in the big amphitheater, and the police chief was there, and he said, "Okay, you guys, we got to talk about what the proper protocol for your partying. So let's say you're going out partying with your friends, but you're in trouble. Like you shower, you get the fire alarm goes off, and you're still in the shower. What's the proper protocol when you're going out to party? X not."
I don't know if I'd be able to sit through that. I really, really don't.
I bet it's like when you go to Brooklyn or something, like everyone you talk to doesn't have like a very thick Brooklyn accent, but some people just do, and like.
Yeah, it's like you gotta like find it. You gotta know the right person. You have to basically have a Brooklyn friend. You're like, you want to see him? Yeah, I want to see him. Bring him out. And then like you walk for 20 minutes throughout Brooklyn, just kind of like, here he is. He lives in this old little house. And he just like, he comes out and he's like, "Hey, what are you kids doing on my stoop?" The fabled Brooklynite. I don't know. Affixing titles to people. Not my bag. Or still is my bag. Just not that one.
That's what she said.
Okay, now you're making me feel guilty for not finishing the series.
Well, you never finished the series?
No, I'm like,
Dang.
okay, come on. I was watching it on Netflix. I basically stopped around mid-season 3.
Oh my god! Whoa! Oh my.
Okay, I started watching it on Netflix like a month ago. All right.
Wait, which series is this?
The Office.
The Office.
Oh, you stopped in season 3?
AKA my favorite series of all time.
Yeah.
You can't stop at season 3. I mean, when people...
Life gets in the way, Ricky. Life finds a way.
There is no life of The Office.
There are some classic episodes after that season, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying I stopped because I got bored. I'm just saying I stopped because, I found other things. Although
stress relief.
Although I don't know if they were better or like greater things or more pressing matters, because I think when I stopped, I ended up watching all of Avatar: The Last Airbender like back to back. So,
water, fire, air. These 4 elements were brought together.
Shut up!
Now
You're making me want to watch the next part of it.
Now they've been reincarnated into a mid-sized paper company's regional manager. Before Michael Scott,
Dwight Schrute, The Last Airbender, The Last Paperbender,
cardstock, post-it notes, printing paper, newspaper.
Can someone please Photoshop the arrow tattoos that Aang had onto Dwight Schrute? Give him like the bald head and everything.
The Paperclip-Bender.
Paperclip-Bender.
Ew. I guess that would make Jim. Jim's the bad guy. He's
Fire Lord.
What's that kid's? No, he's Zuko, because they have like a love-hate thing.
Oh yeah, they do.
And
that would be the weirdest crossover ever. You do have to admit that. I would watch the shit out of that. I would love to see the adventures of Dwight Schrute just like learning how to just manipulate office supplies with his hands and mind.
Oh man,
that would be a riot.
It would. It really would.
I can't even.
You know what? That might top strangest crossovers ever.
I can't see him.
Have they written any like real?
Yeah. Well, have them animate the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Shall we get on to stuff?
Yes. Let's get on to stuff.
I think we lost Ricky.
Yeah, I was gonna say
something happened.
Dwight Schrute, by the way, the actor who Rainn Wilson, I guess.
Yeah, that's his name, Rainn Wilson.
He's basically ruined for me as an actor. Like right now, like he's.
Yeah, I can't. He has that other show where he's like a police detective or something. He can, and I can't even look at previews of that with thinking, why isn't he getting pissed off over the smallest thing?
Yeah, like it's.
Oh
just...
wait, Baxon.
Was that the name of it?
Yeah, no. I stepped that for a second.
That's fine.
Are we talking about how now all the Office it's kind of sad to see where the cast of the Office is?
Well,
now.
I'm just saying, the guy that played Dwight Schrute, Rainn Wilson, is like typecast for me forever. Like I'll never not see him as Dwight. So like,
no question.
It's like, you know, when you see an actor in a role and then like you can't unsee that, like when they're in other roles. It's like that with him.
I thought that was going to happen with the Harry Potter crew. Like everyone thinks, you know.
Yeah.
You could argue it happened to Tom Felton and Rupert Grint because they've done nothing.
Yeah, that is true. Although Rupert Grint seems like a cool guy. No, but everyone.
No.
Yeah, no, they haven't done any professional work, but I feel like Rupert Grint's kind of got like that reputation now. It's just like, oh well, all right, he's Rupert Grint.
Like I was in Harry Potter. Yeah, I was in Harry Potter, but now I want a deli.
You know what? Like,
you're making that sound a little more depressing than it is. I think he owns an ice cream truck.
A Ron root beer float.
But
no, I love Rainn Wilson.
They were young though, and then they got older.
I love Rainn Wilson,
and like now they look different. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
what about Rainn Wilson?
Rainn Wilson, he's a really talented guy, and you know what? He does a lot of He actually, I give him a lot of credit because he's in charge of Soul Pancake. You know, Kid President.
Oh,
that
really?
website. Yeah, he's the CEO of that company, and so he's actually believe it or not, he's a spiritual man. He's part of the Benihana faith. Not the Benihana. Wow, I'm sorry.
Wait, I want that to be a thing now, though.
Can we please speculate on this a little bit?
I forget what it's called, but it's a certain sector of Christianity which tries to find the connecting elements of not only Islam and Judaism, but also
Zoroastrianism.
Yes, Zoroastrianism. And he does a lot of, kind of spiritual talks as well as, graduation speeches. And, he still has fun with, Dwight, and I think, but he's doing a lot of other stuff. I just feel bad for John Krasinski, because now he voices E-Shorts commercials.
Oh, yeah.
But Phyllis, however...
Yeah, she's done a lot of stuff. She was Sadness in...
She was Sadness in Pixar, so she's doing pretty well. Mindy Kaling is doing all right.
Yeah. Well, she has her show. It got canceled on network TV, but it was picked up by Hulu, so I don't... Is that going to be a thing now? Like, Hulu basically...
The fans will...
Yeah, Hulu is basically answering to the fans, but for how long?
Yeah. And Ed Helms and Craig Robinson are also doing pretty good.
Oh god, yeah.
The two of them.
Mm.
Oh, the Baha'i faith. But I looked it up, sorry.
The Baha'i
Baha'i faith. It's I don't know, it's got a lot of weird accent marks and junk, so not
but he's kind of like a advocate of that, and as well as Soul Pancake, which specializes in just feel good videos, and the big thing they've done is Kid President. That's their
I've seen that kid. I remember that kid. Yeah.
What is he going to do when Obama's out of office?
Yeah, right. No, they'll just get a new kid.
Well,
that looks like the new president.
Sorry, Kid President. We need new Kid President.
There is no justice when so many kids are treated like number one, but so many are treated like number two.
Oh god. Oh god.
Can you imagine Donald Trump?
Please let Bernie Sanders win the election so we can see a kid Bernie Sanders president.
I'll make homework free.
Because at least Obama had the youthful appearance, but seeing like a 6-year-old be an 80-year-old.
I mean, I guess the kid doesn't really look like Obama,
He doesn't. But
I never seen. Is the crux that it's supposed to be Obama as a kid?
I don't know. I think it was just I think it just happened. I don't think there was any rhyme or reason.
I always assumed that it's a kid who happened to become president. That's what I assumed. I never assumed it was a relation to the current president. But Rainn Wilson. He's not alone, because I saw James Spader in James Spader was Ultron in the Avengers. And I kept secretly wanting him to say lines from The Office when he was on it as that one season. So it's just, I don't think it's really Rainn himself. I think it's just that show is so good and those characters are so iconic. Because now it's the same thing with like Seinfeld and
yeah. I mean, try as they might, I don't think they're ever going to shake that.
It's just like you've seen them for so long as those characters. Like maybe you see somebody in a movie one time, but this is like ongoing.
But back to the typecast thing. As far as like the movies are concerned, I saw a Broadway. It was an off-Broadway show that touted the fact that it had Alan Rickman, and so many people came because, oh my god, it's Snape in a Broadway show, and I'm like, he's done so many other things.
It was Hans Gruber.
You could have said something about that, like for Daniel Radcliffe, because at least he had like a young budding career after
as Harry Potter,
and after that,
that's the funny thing about the Harry Potter films. Looking back from like a retrospect of them, they have literally the greatest British actors of all time. And they get like cameos. They have like a one scene in the fifth movie. Alan Rickman is in this. I have 6 lines.
That was pretty spot on. I gotta say.
Thank you, Dean.
Oh my god!
You're welcome, Ricky.
I am Alan Ricky, man.
That's a groaner. That's a groaner. You've earned one groaner.
Oh no.
Exiting stage left.
The sarcastic currency of Norway, the groaner.
That's good.
The currency of the UK, the Rickman.
You have 2 of me.
Oh, good segue. Speaking of currencies.
Yes.
Thank you for that. So the second I saw this, I immediately thought this had to be discussed on the show. Because now there is a change.org petition to change the name of the Australian currency to dollary dues.
Is there also a petition to change their flag to have the boot to the ass? Simpsons joke. Because it is
from the same Simpsons episode. That's where the
It's one of the best.
change.org.
It is one of the best Simpsons episodes of all time.
It's pretty good.
There's the best bit where they audience, if you don't know, the essentially Bart makes a prank phone call to Australia, which costs the family $900 dues. So they sue him, and it becomes an international affair. So the Simpsons are brought to Australia, and one of the best bits they have is Bart introduces a bullfrog into like an Australian pond, and it starts breeding intensely, and it just
destroys the ecosystem.
It destroys the ecosystem. And the best bit after all this hijinks, you see the Simpsons leave Australia, and the entire continent becomes green with bullfrogs. and then they're all laughing at him, ha ha! And then at the bottom of the airplane, you have a koala bear like hanging on to dear life, and it just has a dramatic zoom on the koala's eye. We're next.
Oh god, old Simpsons. That's awesome.
I see you've played Knifey Spoony before.
That's not a knife, that's a spoon.
So many good things in that episode. I swear to God.
I'll have
Mr. Simpson should.
I'll have a water, beer. Water, beer.
Water.
Beer.
Yeah.
Give me the smallest thing you have. Boom.
You know what? This would actually be an improvement. All it is right now is the Australian dollar. That's boring. So dollary do. Let's just turn into a giant caricature of itself. Come on.
Well, the article has a picture of the Australian guy on
the dollar, just holding up the bill.
Is that going to be the head of their currency now? A Simpsons character from the late 90s?
Well, if you want recognition, you got to change with the times.
I don't know about this dollary do. I don't think it's gonna happen. You think it's gonna?
Well, it's a change.org petition. Of course, it's not going to happen. But we can dream. I mean, it can't be any worse than the Canadian dollars. They got like the loonie and the toonie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that takes the cake for dope. That's monopoly money. At least the dollary do is like an in-joke.
Wait, hold on. They have the loony and the toonie in Canada?
Yeah, that's their $1 and $2
Are
coins.
Bugs and Daffy on it?
Ha.
No, I actually thought, like, is it a Looney Tunes joke?
No. Is it? Now you're actually making me double... Because, what? Why on earth would... Yeah, of course, the first thing that happens when I pop it in on Google is Looney Tunes. So, of course.
You have to spell it I-E.
No, I'm looking on, let's see.
They have those red rings at the back, and there's Porky. Did it spin me?
Yeah, you're right. Loonnie. Okay, background. George V. Rage is King. Voyager dollar. Named because it featured. No, that's that's why it's called the Voyager. Come on. Why did you call it the Looney? Stop being so complicated, Canada.
Oh, it has a loon on it.
Oh, that's why?
Suckers.
Yeah.
So is the toonie just because it's two loonies?
Maybe it has a tuna.
I'd imagine
maybe
so.
it has
It
a
sounds
tuna
like-
fish on it.
It sounds like one of those clever things, like, oh, why don't we just shorten it to Toonie?
The coin was.
Oh, we have a toonie loony. No. All right, so what are we gonna call it? Well, we have this one a loony, the national symbol of Canada, and this one has 2 of them, so we're gonna call this one a 2 loony. Wait a minute, Doctor. How about a toonie, as it were?
I can see that going in a different direction, but that's just my sense of humor. Wait a second. We don't want to do that. All right, it's too loony. Let's just call it a grabknock. No, Toonie. We'll do Toonie. Fine. I want grabknock, though. That's why the little-known $17 bill is called the grabknock.
There's a $17 bill?
Can you imagine that?
I have a $2 bill somewhere in my disposal.
But those are legal. Those are legal tender, though. I have seen far too many news stories of people getting the cops called on them because they tried to pay with $2 bills.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the most prominent one that I can think of in recent memory was this guy tried to pay for food at Taco Bell with a $2 bill, and the cashier thought it was fake. They're like, why would I go through all of the effort to introduce a $2 bill?
Get the Federal Reserve online now.
Get me the president.
Yes, we do have a $2 bill. I know it's a little strange, but we do have it.
We don't really mint them anymore, but it's fine. They're still legal tender.
I get them at work. People give them as tips and stuff. It's kind of strange.
It was like one of those little gifts that I would get from like my aunt or my grandpa.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, oh, it's a $2 bill. I'm like, whoa!
I have
and now if anyone tried to give me a $2 bill now, I'd be like, all right, fine.
It's just like a thing to have. I don't really see it as money to spend. It's weird.
It's a novelty.
I don't think I would ever be able to just try to spend it. It seems too strange or something.
It's like holding a loon in your hand. We may as well just go back to the barter system now that I think about it.
Oh, that sounds like a really bad joke you'd see in a one of those airplane Naked Gun knockoff movies about a trip to Canada. That'll be 1 loony, sir.
I thought you were going to say it sounds like a newspaper comic, which aren't really that funny anymore. Have you noticed that?
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Schultz is dead, so unfortunately the Peanuts are just in reruns. Jim Davis still does Garfield.
No, Linus has rerun. That's his little brother.
What do you think about? I've seen ads for this movie, and I'm not really into it.
Oh, right, the Peanuts movie. Yeah.
Oh, really? I feel the exact opposite. I think this thing looks really, really good.
Yeah.
Especially, no. That animation style is so unique, and it looks like what I think they did was that they look like they're 3D models, but they draw the faces on 2D, so it's kind of a mixture of the two. I'm not sure though. Just the way it looks so different, and we compare. You gotta remember, a lot of this nostalgic movies tend to be really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like the Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Smurfs.
There was this whole
Transform
70s, 80s kind of
Yeah, there's that wave that's coming back. I'm a bit confused when I'm seeing all of these shows and brands just being revived. I was confused to see them rebooting the Muppets. I'm like, oh, all right. And it turns out to be really good. It is really good. Credit where credit's due.
Well, the Muppets I wouldn't really say so much because they've been around forever. They never left.
But the premise of that movie that came out a couple of years ago, not the sequel, was literally you don't appeal to people anymore. If we want to revive you, we have to bring in something completely different. And yeah, they made a joke out of that, but it was it's kind of true, I guess. Is it?
Well, all right. You want a little Muppet history? So,
give it to me in brief.
In the 90s, you had the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes.
You had Muppet Treasure Island, and then you had Muppets from Space, That one didn't do very well. That's the last one they released in theaters. So then you had like just kind of a few TV specials here and there. They had like a little Christmas special in the 2000s. They had a Wizard of Oz thing, if you remember that.
Yeah, I think I do.
In the 2000s. And for a while, a few guest spots here and there. But no big, like, I guess, anything going on. Like, they appear on Good Morning America now and then. But that movie was the big, like, reclaim to fame, and that's what got them that sequel, which I actually think is kind of better, and the TV show.
All right, okay.
I remember they used to have Muppets Tonight for a little bit, which is like, I think...
Yes, I remember that
was
show.
From like, maybe even longer ago, but they tried to bring it back in the 90s maybe or something.
Yeah, no, Muppets Tonight I remember quite vividly. That was late 90s, like 98, 99.
It wasn't really for kids, I guess. I don't know, it was kind of like... I don't know.
It was just kind of,
experimental?
Yeah, like, they kind of want to do I mean, in a lot of ways, it kind of has been forgotten, but some of those characters who were introduced in Muppets Tonight have stuck around for good. I mean, that's where Pepe came from.
Oh, alright. Because I remember he just kind of came out of nowhere. But that was...
No, he was introduced from there. Clifford, who you don't see anymore because, I don't know why, but Clifford, the guy with the dreadlocks, he came from there.
He was like a fish or something, right?
Yeah. Bobo, the big bear who talks like this, not Fozzie.
Yeah, yeah.
The big brown bear. He came from there. Yeah, so that's that. But as I was saying, the thing is, a lot of the bad ones, like the Smurfs, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Transformers, they always have to make them hip and happen, and Uptown Monk gonna give it to you. But these Peanuts...
Oh my gosh, yeah. Is that in the movie?
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like they're gonna... It doesn't sound like they're gonna try and modernize the Peanuts or anything.
Exactly. That's why I think they look... That's why I'm looking forward to it. It looks pure. It looks like this is like the comic book. And those animated shows.
You know what I like about the best, like, campy part of those animated shows is when they play, like, the 70s, like with a wah-wah pedal, kind of like funk music in between. It's so hilariously like out of date. You're like, what? This was on a TV special in the 70s? Like, oh man.
But I guess I'm excited for it. It's definitely hitting like that market share of like people who are like, oh man, the Peanuts, I love them growing up, and they have kids now, and they're like, come on, it's a movie for kids, and also I'm going to see it.
Yeah, it'll probably it'll introduce Snoopy and like Woodstock to a whole new generation of people, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like at our age, I'm not. When people talk about Snoopy, like, oh yeah, I know Snoopy. Do kids today know who Snoopy is? That's the question.
That is a.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure some of them do because they probably do watch the Christmas special.
Yeah, that's true. I'd imagine. True.
Oh, because that is pretty timeless. That one, The Grinch and Rudolph, I think, are like the.
Everybody's probly seen those.
Sure. Everybody watches those.
I wish Dylan was on this with us. He loves the guy that composed the Peanuts music, Vince Guaraldi. Absolutely loves him. Loves all the music with that too. So.
It's so you can play like a jazz version of it with like fingerstyle guitar. It sounds so good. It's such a cool song.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta look that up after the show now.
The Christmas one, the Christmas one, yeah.
Christmas.
You know, if you've ever watched the shows, it was like they just took a break from all of the talking and all of that, and it basically became like a 5-minute jazz thing or piano piece, and it was just like animation in the background.
Yeah, there's something about like those old Peanuts that's like really
like you didn't notice it as a kid, but it was like, oh wow, a lot was this is just
seems
jazz
like very
music.
Experimental. Actually.
There's like it's different than other stuff. Yeah.
I think what was it it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, or the Christmas special? Which one was the one that like the executives hated and then it turned out to be a hit?
I believe it was the Christmas one.
I believe
so too. That was the first one they did.
Right.
And yeah, they're this can't work.
It would never work, and they said, no, we're not going to do it. It ended up happening, and yeah, turned out to be a hit.
I think the Peanuts, for better or worse, depending on you ask, I'm pretty sure that special, in my mind, is the only cartoon one that brings up the religious factor of Christmas.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, Unless, besides, like, like the kind of Christian paid, kind of poorly animated stuff.
Yeah, no, well, as far as mainstream Christmas specials go, I think that is, like, basically the one that doesn't try and, like, bring in Santa Claus or something. It's just, alright, well, there's a monologue about religion.
And it's like a little solemn,
it's a Bible verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, it's right out of the Bible. It's a biblical verse that he recites.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like watered down or like there's no kid gloves on it almost. It's just very like raw for
and you know what?
a cartoon.
And if you are secular, and if you are a secular person, and we know Christmas is now becoming more of a national holiday than a religious one, I think it's still important to like understand at least the roots of it, and I think they do a good job of making it accessible for everybody.
Yeah, no argument here. No argument here.
Even if you don't agree with it necessarily, you can understand like, well, this is where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're going on to the next article, or what's that?
let's go to the opposite side of the spectrum.
What's up,
Playboy.
Let's
go to the. Let's talk about from religious holidays and wholesome values. Let's go to Playboy.
Yeah.
So,
well, here's the thing. So Playboy says it'll no longer print images of nude women. So it'll only have the articles. Once again, we can find a Simpsons joke in this. When they hired a nanny in a parody of Mary Poppins, Bart questioned her, saying, "You catch me with a Playboy magazine. What do you do?" And she says, "I make you read every article in that magazine." Oh, she's good.
So let's see here. Yeah, they are, it's a radical suggestion. They said they're going to help take Sex from America from fervid to ubiquitous, and they should stop publishing images of naked women. And the big joke about it is, it's like, okay, that's, no change there. Everyone just reads it for the articles anyway. Let's see here.
Wait, that's what they think?
No, the reasoning behind it is, porn and sexual, explicit material, that's just a click away now. Like, who's really going to dispute that? You could get all the porn that you want for free in your, like, the dirty mags are kind of becoming like a really outdated thing.
The people who are into them are getting older and not around. They're like, the older generation is not as much of, there's nobody replacing them.
And that's true. I mean, just reading over this article, and from common knowledge, Playboy has had some very significant, interviews and articles about the times and whatnot. It just here, it mentions that it interviewed Malcolm X, MLK, Jimmy Carter, Vladimir Nabokov,
Russian guy,
something.
Yeah, this guy,
yeah.
Some other important guys.
But the thing of it is, reading this now, Playboy circulation dropped from 5.6 million in 1975, of course. So that's that's 40 years ago. But it's less. It's way less than that. It's about 800,000 now. So I guess like you can only revamp it so much before you just say, well, how do we even stand out from that?
Well, I want to see the kids of future years like, "Hey, Jimmy, you gotta check out your dad's Playboy." Oh, goody. And they come back the next day. "Hey, Jimmy, you check out that Playboy?" "Yeah, now I know all about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict."
Imagine it becomes like as like...
Like young 12-year-old prepubescent boys now becoming like intellects.
It's become as relevant as like the New York Times.
Well, no. They all like they all like hear rumors from TV and their older brothers. You gotta like sneak in some Playboy, and they start reading it, and then they start becoming into the election scandal is truly something of a unique perspective. Yes, indeed. But if we are to look for this from a socio-political perspective, we find this. And slowly, all the ones were like talking about those childhood days of talking about how many girls you made out with is soon replaced by how many articles you've read.
But now that I think of okay, so when Hefner created the magazine, and it featured Marilyn Monroe, he did so to please himself, and he was quoted saying, "If you're a man between the ages of 18 and 80, Playboy's meant to you. We enjoy mixing up cocktails in an hors d'oeuvre or two, putting on a little mood music on the phonograph, and inviting a female acquaintance for a quiet discussion on Picasso, Nietzsche, jazz, sex. I don't... Does that strike you as someone that reads Playboy?
No.
I think the way he marketed it was that, like, this is a lifestyle. It's not just about sex. That's what he's trying to say. Like, but everybody focused on the sex, right? Everybody focused on the
yeah,
porn.
I think so.
But he would like have the kind of the excuse that it's a sophisticated magazine, you know.
No, guys, you don't get it. It's sophistication.
But they did have some good articles on the other hand. So,
did they?
They had some landmark interviews, like he was saying.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I mean, Hugh Hefner, like, people still want to be Hugh Hefner, so that.
I mean, I've heard Hugh Hefner, and I'm not sure. This could be just like, you know, people talking out of their
wazoos.
But
their wazoos.
I've heard Hugh Hefner is apparently also a very big, supposedly is a feminist.
Yeah, definitely. I think it would make sense. Let's see here. But
because I was watching a special on CNN about the 70s, and he was on a talk show with two heads of the feminists, and they said, "You're the bane of my existence." And it's funny because nowadays those two feminists would probably be reprimanded for slut shaming, and which I just think is interesting, like the differences between the waves of feminism.
Yeah, let's not get too much into that.
Yeah, okay.
Now that I think about it.
Bring it down, Rick.
Not that it isn't a topic worth discussing. It's just there's really no way to go about it without pissing people off.
Yeah, exactly. So, end it there. Apologies if anybody was offended.
I don't know though. I mean, like I never really like cared about Playboy to begin with. So yeah. It's kind of a big thing because it is still like a cultural icon. Like, oh, Playboy Mansion over here. But I can't imagine anyone that I know having a magazine, a nudie magazine like that.
Definitely not. Everybody has a phone, at least. Yeah.
But when like it says like actresses or like artists, like they do features on like nude magazines or like gentlemen's magazines, it's like, okay, well, all right, whatever. Am I weird for that?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, it's always going to be like somebody is going to be into having an actual magazine. I don't know.
I wonder if we're going to get like those you know how some people are like book lovers?
Yeah,
what,
like
liberophiles or something
are not going to be into
the ones that
Kindles,
hate on like Amazon Kindles and like Nooks are just kind of like, it's never going to compare to just smelling the pages.
Yeah.
And like that.
Because that's what I do when I get a book. Dead trees.
They wear the trench coat to the library and they're just kind of like, point me to the novels.
The only thing about, I guess the only appeal to a book I think is actually the cover.
That's
because you can get some really great artwork out of that and the illustrations.
They do.
It's just, it's a different experience to read a book. I can see what they mean, I think. It's just to lay down with a book, like, it's not like laying down with a tablet. I don't know. And
there are some really great children's books actually out there that get pretty meta, and I think you definitely need a book to do that, because they have fun with, like, the pages and turning
it's tactile, like, yeah.
Yeah, the best example is probably the Sesame Street classic, The Monster at the End of This Book, with Grover.
Oh, yeah. The monster at the end of this PDF.
Yeah, exactly. You scroll to the next page!
The worst part is I can see that happening. You have to stop scrolling! Take your finger off!
Stop scrolling and or do not press next page in the PDF view preview.
Daddy,
you scroll and or press next page in the PDF preview.
They're like pointing to the home button, just like, press that instead.
Yeah, exactly.
However, if this is PDF version 2.5, press slightly over here.
You get like 50 extra pages just kind of like, or if you're using Amazon Kindle, please press power button over here.
Exactly.
Dad, I'm bored of this book. PDF, whatever. Yeah, me too, I guess.
Yeah,
wow.
So you need a book.
The kids' book, Pat the Bunny, Pat the Nook.
That'd be great if, like the literary elites of the world get together and say, we must preserve the book industry. Why? We have Kindle and Prime. Oh yeah? What about the monster at the end of this book? This will never work without a book medium. By God, he's right. Shut down Prime.
Or what about like the kids' book that have like the little foil mirror thing on it? It's kind of like, you can see yourself in it. Just like, oh, I guess you can't. Or they use like the camera function or something.
Yeah, please turn your camera on now. If you do not have a camera, imagine yourself. It would work better in the book, kids.
Shall we move on?
Sure thing.
All right then. So, Ricky, what are you doing to pay off your student loans?
Help!
Can I...
A brothel?
How about a brothel? How about owning a
it's
brothel?
Well, a brothel owner helps workers pay off student loans.
18%?
I wonder if I could be a brothel.
Wow, 18% of women who work there have college debt, and he's helping... I love how, like, a brothel owner, but the link clearly says, this pimp.
Really?
This pimp helps prostitutes pay off student loans.
Wow.
Good on you, WYFF4. Owner Dennis Hoff has more than 500 women working for him at his legal brothel in Nevada. Bunny Ranch is just one of them, and he estimates that about 18% of them have college debt. Ricky, have you ever had a friend request on Facebook from someone from Emerson who is now a cam girl?
Wait, I'm sorry, what was that?
Okay, so you graduated from Emerson. Did you have anyone friend request you, like, no mutual friends, who is, like, requesting you to be a friend, and you find out they have, like, a live stream or something?
Oh, no, that's not happened yet. Because
I swear to God, like, a week after I graduated, I got, like, 5 of those. I'm like, wait, do I really give off that impression?
No. Now, I wonder, I mean, first of all, I guess it is nice that he's helping them pay for student loans, but by now reading this, I don't think he's being benevolent and actually helping them. I think it's just they use the money to pay off student loans.
He's not like selecting for people that have college debt. They just happen to be people that are working for him, right?
I think so.
You could have easily have said brothel owner helps workers pay for shoes because they buy shoes with the money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you know,
affordable housing and food. You mean employees?
Oh, what a benevolent act, sir. How do you do it? Well, they do their business and I give them money. Yes, but what
a novel idea!
What an exploitation.
What about that food and housing? How does that work? Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of up to them.
I help them pay for those things too. They do their business as well. And I give them money.
My God,
But what about utilities, huh? What are you gonna do with internet and cell phone bills and water? Well, we started this thing where they do their business, and I give them money.
Maybe if we could all apply this to all businesses, who knows? Maybe the world would be a better place.
Oh my gosh.
So, you're fine working at Walmart. I do have to tell you, though, these are block grants. You can only use them to pay for cell phone bills. What if I need food? No, cell phones!
That's it. You can only use the money from the brothel.
It's Bernie Sanders. That's how Bernie Sanders solves the economy. I have a radical, revolutionary idea. We are going to pay individuals money when they do work for us. Get out of here. He's a madman.
I don't want this socialist in office paying us with money.
Let me explain. If you hire somebody to do a job for you, you then pay them money. And with the money, they buy things that they want. Time out. Hold on a second.
Hey.
God, this is going to be a busy couple of months for you with that Bernie Sanders impression.
Oh yeah, I that's the thing. Like, he didn't do that hot. I don't care what everybody at Emerson said. I don't think he did very well in that Democratic debate. So I'm a little worried, but please keep moving. It's like I can't. He's the only one I can do right now. I can't really do Trump, and
Yeah, no, it's hard. Who can do a good Trump impression? Honestly.
Excuse me for 1 second, boys.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Trump impressions, like no one's capitalizing on that with like stand-up comedians.
Yeah,
I haven't heard a good one yet.
I think Jimmy Fallon did a Trump impression,
but that's Jimmy Fallon. That's a level of comedy that I can't. I refuse to.
Wait, I gotta check it.
Check it later, man. Check it later.
Okay.
Well, I'll apologize personally in any video description if Jimmy Fallon actually did pull it off. I don't know if I can really, It's like Jimmy Fallon's level is like I
feel
don't
like
know why.
Jimmy Fallon always squints or something,
Yeah,
like,
he laughs at his own
Stewart.
jokes, he laughs at his own jokes. Honestly, like that just kills it too much for me. But that's my personal.
I'm sure that somebody can do it. I could probably do a Trump impression. I just have to listen to him,
You have to you have to work on it. Yeah.
I can just.
There was that video of him just saying China over and over.
You know what? I want to see somebody.
China.
Yeah, no,
that's true.
That actually kind of works. Let's talk about China. Get people saying I love China. I love China.
A lot of my companies are in China.
Yeah,
Just a little heads up. Whenever somebody says they love something, they're immediately going to say something bad about it.
Yeah.
I want to.
Same thing like not to be racist.
I love black people, but God, stop.
I have friends in China.
I was in a situation of that at work. We were going to a conference and I was with these women, and they were talking about a Latino coworker who's a sweetheart, and they said, "Yeah, China is really nice." I shouldn't use her name.
It's too late.
I'll bleep it. It's fine.
X, Y, and Z. She's really nice. Yeah, not to be racist, but when she first started working here, I thought she was a Latino slur. It's like, okay. So
I'd like to think that they actually said Latino slur. I thought she was a Latino slur. Is that a thing now? Are we just going to say Latino slur instead of that?
Slur!
How dare you!
Get out of here, you slurs!
Slurm.
See, I'm not racist. I don't say it. I just say get out. Hey, I'm not racist. Get out, you slurs. See, I didn't say it. It's okay.
Make that like the generic brand of insults.
Slur.
How dare... And the best part of it is when you say it, like the person that's tending to get offended does, and everyone else is kind of like, "Oh wow, he called you slur."
He called him a slur.
You have 50 white people in a room and 50 black people in a room, and just like, "You slurs," and the white people are like, "Oh, are you gonna take that?"
Yeah,
I'm ready for that future. Okay, so let's get on to some of the odder news this week.
Texas students will fight gun laws with sex toys.
What?
Not sex. Oh no!
I feel a little weird calling them sex toys, to be honest.
Well, what are they?
Oh, no. They are. That's like their official. That's their name. But it's like when I think of toy, I think of an action figure.
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. So a sex Mr. Potato Head, which, to be quite honest, with some wooden dowels and some dildos, you could make your own little fun there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's more. You should just call them accessories.
Yeah, sex-accessories.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think they are called that with some people.
Good portmanteau. Alright, so let's see. The reason that I picked out this article is not because of what was happening, but the headline that grabbed me in is actually the byline here, the subtext here, like, the dildo protest organizer has been receiving death threats. And I'm like, why? Why are you threatening someone who's, like,
with death?
Telling people to carry dildos, like, I'm going to kill you? I feel like there's a few missteps in that. I
mean, to be fair, do you think having people carry them is going to be an effective thing?
I'm just confused. Like, what is the correlation though between the toys and guns?
Well, they're protesting the open carry of the new campus carry gun law, and they're protesting it by, I guess, strapping giant dildos to their backpacks.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
If
you can carry a rifle, then I can carry a gun. Put that away.
Well, I think the root of it was because people are like, they think sex accessories are more taboo than guns. So
yeah.
I don't know what this is actually going to, take off or anything, but to threaten someone with death just because they are showing a dildo? Really?
You're not a real Christian!
I would be a little...
We are forgetting the obvious answer with that, and Ricky, yeah, you kind of nailed it.
Because if the people threatening them are probably from the gun side, so they're like threatening death, and they probably also have guns.
Why can't we just combine the two? No one is going to take you seriously if you threaten if you try to rob a bank with a dildo, but if it was a dildo gun,
I don't know what I would do.
That's kind of icky. It is. I think that is the point, probably, that the fact that the toys are more taboo than the guns. Although I think guns have a very there's something about guns that is very just phallic in nature. Let's go deeper.
Okay, I'm not really surprised. There actually is a dildo squirt gun, the Bachelorette Pecker water pistol. Trying to see if I can get an actual. Yeah, right. Let's see. Come on, tell me. All right, so it's not like any of those fun colors. It's flesh colored. So, that's not as. I imagine someone coming in with a purple gun. Hold on.
What you need is a house drill, an electric drill, and you need to just put one on the end.
Sir, what are you doing? I'm gonna break in there.
When you pull the trigger, it'll spin around and stuff.
Down on the ground. Yeah.
I don't have much. Sorry, boys, I don't got much for this one.
Yeah, no, it's just strange. The protest itself is just weird, so I don't know if that's actually going to be successful. But to receive death threats over it is just, I don't know, a bit extreme. Tad extreme. I mean, this is Texas, though, so if it was California, it's oh, they're being so progressive. Let's join them.
Exactly. Texas.
Well,
Texas, I from what I hear, isn't Texas, obviously we think of Texas, but supposedly it's one of the more progressive southern states. That's what I've heard.
It's big.
Well, I guess they're not all hicks down there, so
I think there's a lot of different areas, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Austin in particular, I think is very progressive from what I hear.
Yeah. Austin City Limits is there.
What now?
What do you call it? The show from I guess it's PBS, but they have they'll have bands on, and it's live. It's a big music place, Austin. It's a big music capital.
Yeah, it's also a young town, a lot of young people.
And they have a show that they record for PBS in Austin.
Oh, cool. All right. Hey, let's go to Austin. Just be sure to bring your guns and not your sexcessories. All right. And finally,
my cold dead hands.
Well, it's kind of you know what?
Wet hands.
Well, you know what? Would it be? You know how they edited E.T. To change the guns to walkie-talkies?
Oh yeah! Oh god, that's awful.
I think the protest would really take a better turn if they did something
used
like
walkie-talkies.
No, not walkie-talkies. If they edited movies with dildos.
I thought you were going like that.
No, absolutely not. That wouldn't be anything.
That would be a very strange protest. Yeah, no more guns. Why do you all have walkie-talkies? Okay,
in
protesting. 1997,
we're protesting the guns.
Wait, hold on. Why do you guys all have walkie-talkies? Well, in the special edition of E.T. back in 2002, they replaced the scene where E.T. flies. The guns were replaced by walkie-talkies. In solidarity of this change, we want you to replace your guns with walkie-talkies. Alright. Get on the ground.
Oh, alright. Man, I wish walkie-talkies were, cool when I was younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been really... Duck!
Oh, speaking of which, shit. That's coming up soon. The Back to the Future date.
Exactly. Well, I'm also, it's not just that, it's also, October, that's the day they go in the future. But towards November, that's when we're gonna see, it's gonna be like the 30th anniversary of when he went back to, we went back.
When he went back, or like the day he went back?
Well, I think it's like the 60th anniversary of when he went back. And the 30th of the day he did. When did he go? I thought it was November.
No, it was October 21st, wasn't it?
The date. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. Mom, Dad, this computer is so slow. Finally, fast.com.
Okay, so the release date for the movie was November 22nd.
Okay.
And every picture I can see says October 21st, 2015.
Okay.
So that's the day he's expected to, it was expected to be here.
Great Scott!
But he went back in time, from 1985 on October 26th. So, I guess, yeah. Right? Or that's like the only picture I'm seeing that has that date instead of October 21st.
You know how I'm gonna know when it's, I'm gonna probably people will mention it, right?
Yeah. Everyone's going to
I'm not going to know
about
it. I'm not going to remember when that day comes, and then it's just going to be on the internet, and I'm going to see it.
Actually, now that I think about it, I did see an article of people want Christopher Lloyd as as Doc Brown to throw the opening pitch for the Cubs on the 21st.
Okay.
It's a fly small, Marty!
Yeah, I saw. Well, it's not going to. The thing isn't going to come true completely because the Cubs were supposed to play the Dodgers, right?
Oh wow, that could have happened. I mean, the Dodgers.
Yeah, that potentially could have happened. They should have taken a dive.
Listen, Mets. Listen, I know this is our big year, but you guys see Back to the Future Part 2, right? Yeah, we have. Okay. Come on, we had a good run, guys, right? But come on, we gotta make this happen.
Like, no one would get. People would get mad at that, yes, but it would be like, okay, all right, we do have to kind of see this through.
Yeah.
I think I put money on the Cubbies. I'm going to put money on the Cubbies just because.
Yeah, not only that, but you gotta remember, we need about 15 more Jaws movies also.
We need 15 more Jaws movies. We need the holograms to come out. We need, do they have 80s diners where they have, like, the people's faces?
I'm sure there's 80 diners. I don't know if you get served by Ronald Reagan and, 88 Michael Jackson.
What?
Reagan versus, what was it, Gorbachev?
This is a thing?
It was a thing in the movie. Ayatollah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't remember that well. Jesus.
No, it's fine. It's just I'm remembering now, and that's really funny. Reagan versus the Ayatollah. You won. I forget what they wanted though, but I can't do the scene.
I forget what it was too, but it's... yeah. But let's see. Yeah, we don't have the hoverboards. That's not happening. Actually, College Humor released a video basically saying like, "Oh, so cool! Are there going to be hoverboards now?" No, we have these things. They're slightly faster than walking.
Yeah, I saw that video, and what annoyed me is that a lot of the comments were like, "Oh my!" A lot of really, I don't know if people were just joking, but a lot of Rick and Morty called. They want their jokes back. Back to the Future called. They want their characters back.
That is very true.
Morty, Rick.
That actually is pretty good.
Thank you.
I gotta stop giving you that much credit because all of your impressions are like they're very above par. Yeah, it's weird because like below par is good in golf, but like above par is good in general, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes,
because subpar is bad. He said, like, "Oh, that was really subpar."
Subpar is bad, yeah, but subpar is good in golf. Unless
Par's average, so you want your strokes to be below the average.
Yeah, but that's a good thing in golf. But subpar is bad everywhere else.
Yeah. You know what you should
golf
do?
Jurisdictions.
You know how in Rick and Morty they go to the Purge universe or whatever? They find a planet where they have a
they have the functioning society, but with a purge,
where everybody is allowed to murder and
crime is legal for one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
seen I need to hear Donald Trump proposing that we should have a purge society.
Listen up, I know how to solve the problems. One night, crime is free. I've seen a movie. I saw a movie about it. I think it was called The Dark Knight. We're gonna do that. I know movies, okay? I'm a business guy, okay? Hey, here's a movie for you. Check it out, okay?
Citizen Kane. I've been told it's good. I'm not that great about it.
But you know what? My favorite movie of all time is Kangaroo Jack. Oh, that was so funny. I love the part when the kangaroo talked and he was dancing with the money. And I love the mob in that children's film. The kangaroo movie with the kangaroo, and he has the shades and whatnot, and he's in the and he talks for 2 minutes, and then he does an Austin Powers impression because it's timeless.
The worst part of it is I could see Donald Trump saying something like that.
My favorite, I know the kids. I know the kids. I know how to appeal to the youth.
I'm in with the kids. They love that Chipmunks movie.
No, Mr. Trump, we need to appeal to the youth vote. He does a photo take with Kangaroo Jack. Check it out, kids. Now who's hip? Okay, my vice president's going to be Ben Carson, but to all the kids under 20, you know what? My vice president's Kangaroo Jack.
I can see him with the windbreaker that's the neon pink and blue.
I know how to appeal to...
He's drinking.
I know how to appeal to kids today. Check it out. Okay, hey kids, you know what? We're gonna increase our electricity, so you better get your Charmanders ready, huh? Huh?
Oh my fucking god!
Oh, sir, that's Pikachu. Pikachu, more like I peek on you.
I own it now. It's fine.
No, it's Charmander now. That's why we can't trust the Japanese. They make up stupid names. Just call him Lizard Monster. just call him Yellow Mouse. Just call him Yellow Mouse. Just call him.
Dude, it's like the Simpsons episode where they're telling stories. It's they're in the Garden of Eden and Homer's naming all the animals. What do you call that one? Branch monster, land monster. Lizard monster, mouse monster.
They have this stupid.
This one's a turtle monster, bigger turtle monster.
When I think about it, it makes sense. He's a psychic duck, side duck. But then I gotta think. You don't think, just do. Psychic.
So duck monster.
I'm looking up the state that the Pokemon assigned to New Jersey was Vileplume.
Oh, right. And everyone wants it to think it's a beautiful flower, but it can't escape the smell.
Yeah, it wants to be known for its beautiful foliage, but can't shake the reputation of its terrible odor.
That's brilliant.
It's funny.
All right, then. We've come full circle, people. We've come full circle.
All right, now I guess we got the last one, which is a tropical mushroom. In Hawaii, women who sniff this Hawaiian mushroom have spontaneous orgasms.
Yeah, one third of them did, and men don't smell anything at all about it. Oh. And I was excited for this because, think of the possibilities. We could completely ruin and dominate one sex. What is wrong with me?
Evil man.
Oh my gosh.
But now there's already some sort of semi-retraction article saying, we prefer to live in a world where the orgasm-inducing Hawaiian lava mushroom is real. That's a mouthful. Well, orgasm-inducing Hawaiian lava mushroom.
I kind of wish it worked for both men and women, because when you're 40 and you're not in the mood anymore, come on, babe, let's do it. She should just shove the mushroom in his face. Yeah, here you go. Okay, I'm good.
But, it would be the male counterparts. It's lava and magma. The magma mushroom.
Exactly. 1/3. I mean, like, what happens? Do they just say, "Oh, that was a really nice mushroom"?
Oh, that could be a his and her set. I don't like this smell, but I know ladies. Oh, that would be used by Axe. I'm just realizing.
No, I'm talking about...
That would be the new Axe deodorant
No,
spray.
but with the women, like, I'm just wondering, like, when does it occur? Do they, like, give it a sniff? That sounds really nice. What's happening?
Please don't make me think Miss Piggy doing it.
Oh my gosh.
Although, she would be the most likely candidate. Aren't pigs known for, like,
they eat truffles.
Rooting for truffles?
Ooh,
yeah.
Truffles, Kermit, my love! Ew.
Ugh. Alright then. But, let's see. Apparently it's unproven, but, hey, we could always dream, I guess. Although, who's dreaming about... If anything, if there was supposed to be some sort of orgasmic, like, flower or something, who in their right mind thinks mushroom?
I don't know. Who would make this up? You know what I mean?
What would be there to gain?
Yeah, especially if it doesn't work. like, what do you think people are... Like, they're gonna figure it out, right? It's not gonna be
come on, how many pop-ups, how much spam email have you seen where just, like, enlarge your manhood? How many of those are actually legit?
I guess so.
Although, there was like a Mitchell... Have you ever seen that British comedy, That Mitchell and Webb Look? I'm taking the silence as a no.
No.
But, there was a sketch that they did where it was like, three brothers just like, "Oh, the 1 millionth visitor to our website will get a massive yacht!" And they actually, like, deploying the pop-up, and he did. It's like, that's weird. He seemed to have closed it. Does he not want a massive yacht?
I think I did see this, yeah.
I've come up with a solution for this. It's going to deploy 8 more pop-ups.
Oh, yeah.
But, I could definitely see this on, like, the side
honey,
of some shady website.
Let's try something a little
like,
different.
Oh, this mushroom makes women orgasm.
How much money did you spend?
$500. But, like, worth every penny.
He'll be a real fun guy.
Oh, I just got that.
I'm leaving. We had to do that joke, huh?
Yeah.
But then, how... But it's just the smell of it, like, that's it. So,
yeah.
no other practical use of mushroom. You don't eat it.
We'll ship our mushrooms to you in a discreet, brown paper package.
No. I love Steve Martin.
Have you ever heard the Steve Martin bit with his cream?
No, I haven't.
No, he's like, oh, it's like an ad for Steve Martin's penis cream. And he's just like, my penis cream will come to you in a discreet brown paper packaging, with and it will be clearly labeled "not penis cream" or something. He just keeps saying Steve Martin's penis cream so like every sentence. Funny. He says it like once or twice. Just keeps peppering it in. But
what does he have? I was on the cheerleaders, and all the other cheerleaders were jealous of my cheers.
Oh my god, it is.
I said, "Make a touchdown, you scumbag, and die, you gravy-sucking pigs." What, Dean? Yeah! King Tut.
Oh, then, you know what? Actually, I know what I'm going to do this afternoon. Steve Martin stand-up. I'm going to just treat myself to that.
I might do that too. Yeah.
Yeah? Good idea. Good idea, Mike. Alright, so while we enjoy that,
subscribe.
Go... You know what? You're done here. You're done here. Listen to past episodes, maybe. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Maybe go outside or something.
Wear a dildo.
I don't know. Don't take advice from me. Take it from other people. Ricky, what should they do?
What were the other stories? At a brothel, with their Australian money, and
yeah, let's go to a brothel with that. Oh yeah, actually, that would really like work with them.
What's the?
Could we see? I want to see strippers being paid in dollary dues. You're gonna go out there and shake what you got for them dollary dues. All right then.
Oh yeah.
up your social class
Playboy
or something. I'm not sure what they're going to post in it then. Maybe that mushroom article. Maybe that would have been it.
No, Playboy becomes like Jezebel.
Playboy will now be the shady internet website of the magazine world.
I don't know. I don't know about that move, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it either. But, yeah, we'll see how well it pans out. Or not, because I'm probably not going to buy the magazine anyway.
Yeah.
You can't shake that stigma. But, you let us know how that turns out, people. You comment on it and everything. Until then, it's Dean, Mike, Ricky, signing off. See you next time.
Later.